Question number 2, work out the following. -3 squared. Let's do an example like this. So whilst I'm doing the example, repeat the same thing with the -3. So let us say you have -2 squared. -2 squared means -2 times -2. And a negative times a negative is a positive. Okay, please don't say and. A negative and a negative is a negative. All right, you have a -2 and you have another -2, you're going to end up with -4. Say a negative times a negative. Let's do an example like B. You have negative outside of a -3 squared. So let's see what's going on there. Let's say you have a negative outside of a -7 squared. So now this negative that is outside there, technically there is no such thing as a negative bracket. A negative sign and also a positive sign is a way of describing a number. So positive and negatives are associated with numbers. So there's an invisible -1 there. There's no such thing as negative bracket. There is a -1. Most times they don't write it. If you don't see a number, there is a 1 there, an invisible -1. So that's -1 times -7 squared. That is what is actually going on there. That's like a shortcut version to this. All right. Now, according to the mathematical operations, exponents comes before multiply. All right. Please take note of this acronym. Brackets first. Everything that's in the bracket, you've got to do it first. You got to exponentiate after, which is powering. Multiply and divide comes interchangeably. You can do one before the other. You can do multiply before you divide. You can do divide before you multiply. Addition and subtraction comes interchangeably. So you must exponentiate before you multiply. And exponentiation means powering is an extended multiplication. So we have to do that first before we multiply by that -1 that is there. So therefore, basically what is going on is -1 times -7 times -7. Because -7 squared is -7 times -7. So pause and take a good look at this. This is negative, open bracket, -7 squared. That's a -1 that's there, times in -7 squared. You've got to square -7, and the squaring of -7 is multiplying it by itself. So you have -7 times -7. That's a +49. So that is -1 times a +49. A -1 times a +49, that's a negative times a positive. Your answer is -49 for this example. So please apply this to part B. Part C, you have 12 plus 2 times -4. Let's put an example like this. Let's say you have 15 plus 3, open bracket, which is times -3, or -6. So 12 plus 2 times negative 4, 15 plus 3 times negative 6. So remember what we said, you must multiply before you add. So we must carry that 15 plus. Still, we don't ready to add yet. You cannot say 15 plus 3 is 18. No, that would be wrong because you'll be adding before you multiply. 3 is multiplying to negative 6. 3 is multiplying to negative 6. Just write it out. So we must do this first. We must do the multiplication first before we do the addition. Multiplication comes before addition. So we carry this 15 plus, and 3 times negative 6 is a negative 18. So you have 15 plus a negative 18. 15 plus negative 18 is basically saying, take out 18 from 15. Imagine you have 15 marbles and you're trying to take out 18 from it. You take out, you take out, you take out, you take out, till when you exhausted all the 15. And you know what's going to happen? You still have 3 more to take out. And how do you express this? Negative 3. Okay. So 15 take away 18 is negative 3. I'm not too sure if you'll get a negative for that answer. You might not. Okay, remember this is an example. 5 times negative 1 plus 3. An example like this would be, for example, 8 open bracket negative 2 plus 10. You must multiply before you add. 8 times negative 2 plus 10. 8 times negative 2, that's negative 16. Plus 10, now we're ready to add 10. But what is going on? You're trying to take out 16 from 10. Something similar is going to happen. You're trying to take out more than you have. So after you take out the 10, you will still have 6 more to take out. Take out means taking away. So you still remaining to take away. So it's a take away 6. That's the answer for this. So apply this to A, B, C, and D in number 2. Any questions? Please let me know.